Guys, good morning. This is Jeffrey and my darling Oracle. Just want to show you guys how I take my trades each time I get an alert on Oracle. Now this is what happens usually. You notice I mentioned these red lines and the green and the blue lines. These are the differences, right? The green line is the pivot, okay? The red line is the resistances 1, 2, or 3. Now the blue line is the support line. Take Euro JPY for example. Ordinarily, every trader knows that when price reaches some support zones, there are a tendency of reversals. That's what happening to EG at this moment. You will see that it has retested the support one zone severally in the several few hours, and then having been unable to break it, it's going to come back up. Right? So you'll find this coming back up to like the pivot point before, except there's any other news event, the buy would continue. Now, for you to determine if you want to trade long term, for me, basically, I stay with. I am an intraday trader. I only take few swing trades. I don't like taking long trades because being held in a trade for over a long period of time. So I take few trades. If I have to take EJ, if I saw it from here, let's say the Oracle didn't even alert me, and I saw this from here, said to buy to pivot, I will have to collect 39 to 40 pips. Alright, so that's for EG, and that's what I do. Now these are the pairs that give me trade signal. GBP pound, GBP NZD, I am swinging this market so that if you look at it from the higher time frame, you see that my take profit is close to 384 pip target. Now this came to me last night as a sell, and I had taken this initially, and I re-entered from here at this point to sell to this point as well. So this is what the Oracle does. Look at the AUD card. You can see that the AUD card, it is below the 200-day moving average price, right? The pivot, it is currently struggling to break from this pivot point. If it breaks it, it will break support 1 and get support 2, which is where my take profit is. If it does not and pulls back for a sell, I will exit comfortably at 25 pip loss, which is just $19 on 0.1. But because we are expecting the weakness of CAD and the strength of AUD, you will find this going up to this point, or at least to resistance 1. For AUD USD is the same thing. The EMAs have turned for a buy, right? And then you find the price is still below pivot and also below the 200-day moving average. These are two things you should pay attention to. But because of the weakness of dollar, we anticipate that this will come up to resistance 1. Now, should it not go to this point, I always find a way to exit at the next support level or the next resistance point. These are exits are here because we are trying to sell, buy this market. USD card that we just got to sell, I got this alarm to sell from the Oracle. If you change time frame, I don't stay with 15 minutes and 13 minutes. I prefer to trade from 1 hour or even 4 hours, depending on you can see it is telling me on 1 hour to sell USD card. Right, it gave me that at 10 o'clock, a second past 10 exactly, and I entered that trade. It's still repeating that at 10:37, confirming it. You can see the other alert he gave: AUD card, AUD USD, 16 minutes, 15 minutes for buy and for sell. All right, so I want to sell this to this point, 38 p profit, and my exit is 22 p at the worst. Now, why is it above my support, my resistance point? So that if it breaks it, and I will not know that yes, this market cannot later reverse back to this point. It will just go up. If it does not, if it comes here and struggles to break it, I'll still be safe. But my take profit is up on top of my support line, being that it might come here and retest. So that retesting will just kiss it, and the trade will close. Okay, so these are just the short principle. The alarm will come. You already understand market structures for yourself. Even if you don't do, take the alarm. You can target 20, 30 pip. You can target a few pip, 30 pip, until you master to use it. I don't trade swing. I don't like being held in the market for a long time and being negative. I want to capture 50, $30 to 50, $20 daily and do that over and over and over again and keep growing. I'm not going to press anybody in this market. So once more, the Oracle is available. My mood is getting increased because of the patronage. So I think the price is going higher. From $30, I'm looking at $50 by the next time I want to sell it. All right. So good luck, guys, and all the best.